I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Met a bitch from Miami, then the Machiavelli. Let the kids on the belly, let the vid on the celly. She ate like spaghetti, I'm hitting gas and Dreddy. Met some killers in Memphis, like they from Oakland. Give me my flowers while I can smell them. Ain't talking about roses, literally I'm lean. Mix it like a bought it in Nashville. Then I woke up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's sunny, California, but nothing like Compton. It's more like Calistoga, and it's hot as Arizona.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. To get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. They come out here in the eye. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. That one intended for Anquan Bolden. And that'll make it third down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Kamar Aiken. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's brought in by Bolden. Call it a pickup of 7. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a toss play to Blount. Bulldozes past him. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. And on to stop, Kevin Minter.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Frank Clark in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. on 4th down. The 2014 NFL leader is a rookie in yards per punt. Tress Way on to kick it. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, it's Murray.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Operating off play action. Flacco. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And that brings up 4th down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
That's taken at around the 40. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a carry for Blunt. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Again, here's Blunt. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Mexico City football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They come out here in the eye. Now Blunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up a throw. And the reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So now Travis Coons on for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Coons connects on this one. It's good. And it's 3-0 here in the 2nd quarter. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They do snap it. Flacco now. Well, this is brought in by Pryor. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. It's caught on the right side. Williams. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say...
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And here we go on 1st and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd down. Flacco now. And Conley's got it over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Chris Conley, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.